Hello there, my name is Amin Mamedov. I'm representing company IT-Sputnik, and in this video I want you to show the case how we done development for visibility of employees in different departments. So the main idea of that development was that a client got different companies around his country, for about 20 different companies, and he want to have all companies in one Bitrix. But because each company in different city have 10 or 20 employees, he want to see employees each other in tasks, chats, feeds, on the employees in that local city or town, but not outside that city. It was a different reason, because payment rate was different, because they don't want to them communicate each other. But anyway, the thing is that in Bitrix it's kind of looks like a simple task, but in fact it's complicated task, because main idea of Bitrix is tasks, CRM, and internal communication. And here we done like we cut some functionality of Bitrix to reduce amount of communication for all employees in one company, because one company means one Bitrix, but in fact we divided different departments for each company, and each department see each other in tasks, chats, feeds, but not see employees in other departments. And that's why we're not able to communicate each other, we're not able to see in tasks, and that actually they even don't know that our employees physically exist. But admin and owner of that company could see everybody, he can set up a task for everybody, he communicate to all of them. And what is important, that many clients think that for that development you need to have enterprise, Bitrix enterprise, but you don't. For that development you can see any license, self-hosted license of Bitrix, and we can implement for 50, 100 or 200 users, or more or less. So see how physically is that working in that video. So this is an admin view of employees, or owner of portal view. Here you can see all companies, all employees, and you got access to everybody. And we got some employees, which is on Unreal, of course, and we got some company, and we got another company. For example, if we log in as Jennifer, we can see another view. She can see only her department and her sub-departments, and she not aware about another company. So in fact you can see as number companies, in your case as departments, as you want, and you will each department, a sub-department, will see only employees in their department or in their company. And for example, how it is working in chat. If you go into chat, and if you, for example, you type Daria, you can see Daria. But if, for example, if you type Benedict, you don't see him. But the permission set of employees to see each other, you can manipulate in employee view. If, for example, move Benedict to another company, you immediately start see him in another company as well. So you can see him here, and also you can see him in chat. He is already here, and you can chat to him. The same story in tasks. So if you go into tasks, if you create a task, type something here, and for example you type Daria, you can see Daria, and you can see Benedict as a responsible person. But once you move Benedict to another company, you can't see him in task as well. For example, so he is not available. Also, you can see everybody by the structure, the same structure as you have in employees. So you can see only employees who in that company, and the same story for responsible person and who's setting the task, the rest. Also, the same permissions available in feed. For example, when you create a news, in that case, if you set up a task for all companies, for all employees, that means that message will be available only for that company, not to all company. Also, you can set up a message for particular employee by searching or from the structure, by the structure. Again, if you type, for example, some employee name who is not in that company will be not available here. But if, for example, we move him for here, he automatically become available in feed as well. Here you go, and he available from employee. So the same story for the tasks. Go to employee, and for example, we got Dennis here. If we'll type Dennis, he will be not available. The same for the meetings. For example, if you click to everybody, you can see only employees who is available for your company. For example, if you move Benedict back, go to meeting, and you do not see him. So even if you will type by search, he will be not available. The same story for that tab. For example, Ben or Dan, not available, but available who is in that company. For data, and from employee, from that tab and from that tab. So everybody, or all tabs are working in the same manner actually. If you go into the employee, for example, Ben, not working in search, and not working in employee structure. For example, if we move back again, Benedict here, he became available immediately. Here you go, and from employee structure as well. So that's it actually. Very short video, but in technical side it's not so fast and easy. And again, that function available not only for the enterprise version, but available for any version of self-hosted of Bitrix. So if you like that video, click like. If you have a question about that video, put your question in comments under that video. So thank you and bye bye.